business world is very big, and there's a finance, IT, sales, marketing, but why HR? What piques your what actually piqued your interest into actually getting in HR gitu?
Yeah.
And for 30 years, right?
Yeah, for 30 years. You see, HR is a world where everything is very uncertain.
Okay. Puan, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Never been good.
Never been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are right now. First episode of ESQ's Essential one. And very happy to have you here with us right now.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here as well with the ESQ group and to be in the podcast.
Though the marketing team ya sudah menyiapkan tema yang mau kita bahas hari ini, but let's just start by a very simple question, Puan. And though we have worked together for quite a while right now, right? So, because I'm your mentee as well, but still I want to know more about you, you know. So that's probably gonna be my first question.
Okay, pleasure.
Can you tell me more about yourself? Like, what's your background? How do you end up in HR? And so, yeah, probably.
Right. So, it's been 30 odd years in HR till today.
30 years.
30 years, yeah. So I graduated in chemistry. And I was a chemical engineer for 3 months before I started in HR. And then after being in the lab for 3 months, I felt that the chemical industry is not for me because there is no interaction with people because I was staying in the lab, you know, and dealing with machines. So I felt that is not what I wanted in my career. So after graduated in chemistry, I felt that, and work in a chemical industry, I felt that it is not my passion to be in the lab working with machine, working with chemicals. Yeah.
Okay. Why? Can you tell me why?
Because being in the chemical industry is all about statics. Yeah. There is no human. There is no feeling. There is no human connection. Yeah. Much being spent in the lab, dealing with the mixture of chemicals and all that. So after 3 months being an engineer for a while, for just 3 months, I actually...
Jadi after lulus chemistry, you graduated and become an engineer first?
Yes, engineer first. Then after that, I felt that, no, this is not my line. And then somehow or other, I applied for a job, and my first job as a HR was learning and development executive. Yeah. And then now in HR, my career was quite fast. It was quite accelerated. Yeah. So after learning and development executive and just I think 3 years, I was promoted as the youngest head of learning and development in a bank, development finance bank. And then at that time was before 30 years old. I was already heading a project with the African Development Bank, United Nations, UNDP, and then that's when my career really progressed. Yeah, that was my area in HR. Now, the best part is that after being in HR for 5 years in learning and development, and being exposed to the United Nations Development Program, the African Development Bank, and Japan Development Bank, I got a scholarship to be attached in Shinetsu Limited and Tokyo Gas. I went to Japan to be attached in the Human Resource Department. I was sponsored by the Asian Productivity Organization. So that expanded my wings in HR, and that's when my love for HR expanded. So being in Japan, in Tokyo Gas and also Shinetsu Limited at that time, I was then merely going through the journey in HR, in learning and development. And then after that, I saw an advertisement by the government of Malaysia seeking youth from Malaysia to be in the Prime Minister's department. So, well, I wasn't hopeful. I just applied, and after going through lots of assessment, I passed through
Prime Minister saat
the
itu
assessment. Tun Mahathir.
Tun M ya.
Tun M, yeah. And then I made it through in the National IT Council. It is a unit under Prime Minister's department, of which that particular department was responsible to develop the Vision 2020 and making Malaysia as a knowledge-based society.
Right.
And what you see Malaysia today with the Putrajaya, Cyberjaya, the internet penetration with the technology came from then, Vision 2020 under Tun M. So that was when I was exposed to a lot of McKinsey solutioning. We were exposed and working together with McKinsey in developing the nation's strategy. And then into HR managerial role, and that's when my career in HR escalated. Taking care of the regional HR, country HR manager, working as a VP of HR in a bank. And then after that, I became the chief of HR. So my career in HR was really accelerated, was quite fast. Yeah, it was quite fast. So that was my journey in HR.
Wow, amazing. 30 years ya.
30 years, yeah.
Yeah, so what an amazing journey, but actually I'm still curious gitu Puan. Like business world is very big kan. There's a finance, IT, sales, marketing, but why HR? What piques your what actually piqued your interest into actually getting in HR gitu? And for 30 years, right?
Yeah, for 30 years. You see, HR is a world where everything is very uncertain. Because when you deal with human, you don't have solution in textbook. Yeah, textbook in human resource will teach you technical stuffs. Yeah, step 1, step 2, step 3, how to manage conflict. But in real life, the solutions are not in textbook. The solution will be on you yourself as a chief of HR, as a head of HR, or the leadership in HR, understanding how human works. So being in HR is all about understanding the taxonomy of human body, mind, and soul. So why I love about HR is because it's not a textbook base.
Okay, Bon ya. That was a story yang sangat menarik. Dari chemistry, lalu ke HR, jadi you have the Prime Minister as well back then kan.
Yeah,
nation
building.
Creating the Vision 2020 and everything. Tapi pertanyaan aku masih sama nih Puan. Why HR?
Yeah.
Like you kan untuk berkontribusi kan banyak caranya ya. You can contribute in finance, in IT, or in chemistry.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, why HR?
Yeah. Itu soalan yang sangat susah untuk dijawab. Karena ramai yang bertanyakan saya soalan begitu ya.
Yeah.
Tapi sejujurnya kenapa HR? Karena HR ini adalah bidang yang uncertain.
Okay.
Ya, uncertain. Because kita tidak bisa prediksi apa yang akan terjadi besok atau apa yang akan terjadi the next year or what's happening in the next era. Okay? So why I am in HR? Because saya orangnya memang suka dengan tantangan ya. I like challenge.
Okay.
And I like something that is uncertain because itu membuatkan saya ini always alive. Always alive. And being in HR is also about pengurusan jiwa.
Okay.
Pengurusan manusia, SDM, right? SDM, sumber daya manusia, is sebenarnya bukan menguruskan manusia, sebenarnya menguruskan jiwa-jiwa.
Oh.
Yeah. Jadi, why I choose HR is because my interest minat saya untuk di dalam pengurusan SDM ini adalah menguruskan jiwa-jiwa, dan itu membuatkan saya lebih refleksi diri. Kena untuk saya menguruskan perusahaan yang beribu-ribu karyawan yang ada di dalam perusahaan yang pernah saya kendalikan pernah menguruskan itu, saya juga harus refleksi diri supaya saya bisa mengendalikan jiwa-jiwa karyawan di dalam perusahaan tersebut. Jadi dunia HR ini sebenarnya dunia yang membuatkan saya banyak refleksi diri. Karena saya sendiri harus sadar sebelum saya menguruskan perusahaan yang mempunyai beribu-ribu karyawan. Waktu di Malaysia juga saya pernah menguruskan karyawan puluhan ribu tanpa
Paling besar pernah di perusahaan apa?
paling besar di banking. I have been in banking to banking industry. I have been
In
in
Malaysia,
GLC, BUMN kalau di
BUMN.
Indonesia,
Yeah.
juga ribuan karyawan. In fact, organisasi perusahaan yang saya pernah urus itu memang kebanyakannya ribuan karyawan.
Wow.
Jadi untuk menguruskan ribuan karyawan, saya sendiri harus banyak membuat refleksi diri untuk menguruskan mereka. Karena kalau saya tidak jelas dengan diri sendiri, saya nggak bisa menguruskan karyawan di dalam perusahaan tersebut. Makanya dunia HR ini membuatkan saya banyak bertanyakan pada diri how you can improve yourself to be a leader before you can lead others.
Right.
Ya, jadi dunia HR ini sebenarnya dunia yang menguruskan roh-roh Allah. Makanya itu yang membuatkan saya ini lama di dalam dunia HR. Ya, jadi HR ini is very deep. Sesuatu yang sangat dalam. Bukan hanya menguruskan gaji, menguruskan remunerasi karyawan, menguruskan training, menguruskan rekrutmen, membawa masuk karyawan yang quality ke dalam perusahaan, tetapi juga menguruskan roh-roh Allah di dalam perusahaan.
Wow.
Ya, gitu.
Getting spiritual.
Yeah, it's getting spiritual. In fact, HR ini adalah bidang yang spiritual. Kerana kita sebenarnya sedang menguruskan roh-roh Allah kan. Jadi itu sangat spiritual. Jadi kalau kita tidak memahami roh-roh Allah itu, kita tidak bisa mengendalikan dan menguruskan perusahaan yang dipenuhi dengan karyawan yang mempunyai jiwa, yang mempunyai roh. Itu. Jadi sudah masuk ke dalam ya.
Too soon gak?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I am in HR. Yeah, it's a platform for me to reflect myself every day. Yeah, because why? In HR, kita membuat keputusan yang melibatkan jiwa-jiwa, emosi, and also perasaan karyawan kan. Jadi untuk menguruskan jiwa, emosi mereka and behavior mereka itu, kita juga harus banyak refleksi. Keputusan ini betul nggak untuk mereka, impact kepada keluarga mereka, kerana karyawan juga punya emosi, dan apabila kita menguruskan dengan tidak baik SDM-nya itu, mereka akan pulang, akan efek kepada keluarga, akan efek kepada anak-anak. Ya, makanya menjadi chief of HR ini the strategy, the thought process itu doesn't stop only at karyawan, tetapi juga pada keluarga mereka.
Families,
to the families as well. The surrounding that they impact, the stakeholders, gitu.
Yeah, that's an interesting point ya Puan ya. Bahwa tanggung jawab HR itu bukan cuma sekedar di kantor,
yes,
tapi beyond
absolutely.
the office.
Yeah,
well,
beyond
right?
the office. Yeah, that's right.
Tapi that's an interesting topic and a very obviously very deep.
Very deep. Yeah, HR is very deep.
Yeah. I mean, very deep. You found meaning in your work, right?
Yes, meaning is the only place.
Yep.
Yeah, is the only thing that we do in whatever we pursue in our career.
Yep.
Yeah, and then in the context of HR, I am the kind of HR leader that always embed spiritual SQ. Yeah. Jadi untuk menguruskan perusahaan itu, seorang pemimpin itu harus ada IQ, EQ dan SQ.
Yeah.
SQ itu kebanyakan perusahaan di corporate itu tidak memasukkan elemen SQ ke dalam pengurusan SDM mereka.
Okay.
Jadi SQ itu sangat it is very mellowed it's not even mentioned. Sedangkan SQ itu is actually the root of the pokok. Pohon
Below the iceberg lah ya.
Below the iceberg. There is an iceberg there at the tip there. But below is the SQ. Now, if the SQ is weak, then the entire top of the iceberg itu the IQ and the EQ will be very weak because the SQ will melt and it's not enough to uphold the EQ and IQ. Yeah. So SDM HR itu is an element of combination of IQ, EQ and SQ.
Okay.
then many HR do not talk about SQ.
Okay.
Sedangkan through my 30 years of experience,
Spiritual quotient ya SK.
through my 30 years of HR experience, in multinational, managing the regional Asia, managing Indonesia, managing Malaysia, being in BUMN, GLC we call it in Malaysia, multinational, company led by non-Malaysian as well, working with Bule and all that, IQ and EQ is the focus. Spiritual is very, very lack.
Okay.
Sedangkan as the world become more chaotic with AI, with agentic AI that's coming in, all the more the below the water, the iceberg itu, or kalau in the context of a pohon akar-akarnya itu harus lebih kuat. How is through spiritual. Kena tanpa spiritual, how do you have a strong root untuk menguruskan karyawan di dalam perusahaan? And as a HR, as a chief of HR, all the more akar itu harus kuat. Kena untuk menguruskan ribuan karyawan, leader itu harus kuat spiritualnya. Kena, can you imagine bisa bayangkan kalau leader itu akarnya tidak kuat, halus, senang apabila hujan turun, akarnya juga reput. Jadi gimana pohon di atas, the branch, the flower, the fruit will be strong and healthy. That's how I see HR. And that's why I am in HR for many years, 30 years, because every day, setiap hari itu adalah pengalaman yang baru untuk saya. Kena setiap karyawan di dalam perusahaan itu mempunyai jiwa-jiwa dan mereka juga mempunyai personality, identity yang lain. Jadi cara saya melayan karyawan ini lain, cara saya melayan Eqi juga lain, cara saya melayan karyawan yang lain juga is different. So for Eqi yourself, you coming back from Melbourne Business School, So and you also have a degree in HR.
Yes.
I don't have a degree in HR. So for you yourself who learn, for you having learned masters, I think, masters in HR.
Yeah, I took my masters in HR.
So do you think what you learned in Melbourne Business School, top university, is the same as how you see HR in real life now?
Interesting question. How I see it, so mungkin mau mulai dulu dengan gimana I end up taking HR as my master's.
Yeah, correct. Because your degree is, I think, economics.
Economics,
mistaken,
yes. For my bachelor's, I took economics.
Yeah, right.
But then I moved to HR for my master's. Why? Because, so there's a theory called resource-based view, Puan. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Resource-based view of the firm.
Resource-based view, yeah.
Jadi, this theory itu basically tells us that in order for business to be competitive, to have a sustained competitive advantage, you should have resources that are valuable, rare, inimitable, and non-substitutable.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
VRIO.
Okay.
And I had a very deep reflection about the theory.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, I found that the best resources that any business or any organization can have is actually its people. Right? It doesn't matter, let's say, kalau bisnis kita itu fokus, let's say, di sales or in finance or IT, at the end of the day, it's the people who move that.
Yeah, the people that move the system.
The system,
Yeah.
right? And that's what end up, that's what making me end up taking HR as my master's.
Right.
And throughout my master's journey, Puan, I learned that actually ada hubungannya juga dengan yang Puan katakan gitu ya. Jadi HR itu kan, what I learned, in theory, obviously you have the experience ya. There's soft and hard HRM, right? Hard HRM means that you motivate people through extrinsic motivation.
Yeah.
Through reward and punishment,
Yeah.
through
Incentives,
exactly, punishment, bonus and everything. That's hard HRM.
Yeah.
Then there's also another part of HR called soft HRM, which you basically motivate people through intrinsic motivation. Like you encourage people to grow.
You
encourage people to innovate, and you give the room to make mistakes, etc. Gitu ya. And my understanding and from my takeaway, soft HRM is way more effective compared to hard HRM, you know. Especially for this generation. Gitu Puan. And ini juga relate dengan what you told us about finding meaning or finding SQ as a word, kan? Bahwa sekarang yang jadi motivasi utama untuk me personally,
and you're a Gen Z yourself.
I'm a Gen Z, but I'm not gonna say that I'm speaking on behalf of Gen Z.
Okay.
I'm speaking on behalf of myself, but I'm a Gen Z. Aku ngerasa bahwa what makes me motivated to actually go to work is not the extrinsic motivation. It's actually the intrinsic motivation.
Right.
Gitu Puan. Which is meaning and purpose. Right?
Meaning and purpose.
Ya gitu sih. So that's what I found in my journey in masters, that intrinsic motivation, soft HRM itu lebih efektif untuk bisa meningkatkan performance, to make us kerja lebih baik dan sebagainya. Gitu sih Puan.
And in the context of ESQ, actually we talk about Grand Why. Meaning and purpose, we talk about Grand Why. But the word Grand Why somehow di dunia luar tidak keluar in textbook or
actually,
even in
actually kalau di my masters ya Puan ya, ada sih kita but we don't call it Grand Why obviously. Kita sebutnya ya meaning or purpose aja gitu. Even kalau di teorinya Maslow kan, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the top, there's self-actualization, meaning you basically find purpose in your life kan, after you found everything, the extrinsic needs gitu.
Correct. So the tip is actually actualization. Is the awareness.
But Puan, I have a question Puan.
Okay.
Because obviously kita agree lah ya kalau meaning and purpose ini memang penting di dalam bisnis di organisasi gitu Puan ya. And I also found that it's actually compounding kan. Semakin sering kita cerita tentang visi misi perusahaan atau kita cerita tentang tujuan perusahaan dan sebagainya, it's compounding. It's like saving $1 every day. It's getting people more engaged. Is that right? Do you see that? That if we invest in intrinsic motivation, or we invest in grand why, purpose, mission, itu compounding dan bisa it's like saving $1 every day. So how do you see that?
So how I see it, look, I have experience pengalaman menjadi chief of HR di GLC, the BUMN in Indonesia context, and also in multinational. So there are differences between, ada perbedaan di antara menguruskan SDM di companies BUMN, GLCs, we call it in Malaysia, and also the multinational, private swasta they call it here. With swasta, we always talk about speed and performance.
Okay.
But in BUMN or GLC, we always have the concerns about bureaucracy, because it's bureaucracy and also legacy, because it's a company that has been inherited since our grandmother's days, our mother's days, and all that. So these are the difference between BUMN and swasta. Now, coming to your question, compounding or not, both environment, Gen Z, Gen Y, baby boomers, BUMN, multinational, sebenarnya ada satu titik temu.
Apa tuh?
Based on my observation, managing karyawan for 30 years. I observe there is one thing in common, satu titik temu, which is semua manusia mau didengari, they want to be valued, they want to be appreciated, and they want to be heard.
Ini all generation Puan.
All generation.
Tapi ada yang
Yeah.
lebih apa ya? Like lebih pengen didengar, lebih pengen di value.
Right. So to me, it's my personal point of view.
Yeah. Sure.
I have managed the baby boomers before when I was after graduation.
Yeah.
So at that time, there is no Gen Z.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
And then as I move towards managerial, senior manager, and then VP, and then the chief of HR, I deal with baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, and now Gen Z. But throughout the intergenerational movement, whether in swasta or even in BUMN, I observe there is one thing in common.
Apa tuh?
You want to be heard. So whether you are old or new or young or old, you want a platform to be heard. So even Gen Z, many research or many people commented that Gen Z wants to be heard. They want to have extra attention. Sebenarnya, to me, sama aja sih.
All generations ya.
All generation wants to be heard. Yeah, our father wants to be heard. Our mother wants to be heard. Our brother wants to be heard. Yeah, even our adik-adik juga wants to be heard. The kids wants to be heard as well, wants to be valued and wants to be appreciated. Jadi, because they have one titik temu, so how we motivate them from now until the future itu is always compounding. It has to be continuous effort. Makanya the work as a chief of HR in SDM itu, it doesn't stop there. It has to be continuous. There is no way in the life of HR that I want to rest from motivating the employees. There is no such thing.
Okay.
Every day when you come to work, ini untuk sesiapa yang di dalam bidang SDM yang di dalam SDM leadership, or whether you're junior in SDM or whether you're senior, you never stop. You never stop inspiring people. You never stop motivating people. You never stop to touch the life of your karyawan dalam perusahaan setiap hari. In fact, not even setiap hari In fact, setiap jam, setiap minute Because when you sit in your office as an SDM, itu kan setiap ada karyawan datang ke ruangan kan. And whenever they come to the ruangan, they're always looking for, hey, I want to talk to someone. I have this issue. So as a HR, it's always about listening attentively, understanding their problem, being empathy with the karyawan, instead of having a preconceived judgment.
Okay.
Meaning, she's always coming with problem. Always datang dengan masalah. Kita gak bisa begitu. Kita gak boleh begitu sebagai SDM, sebagai HR. We must always have a clear mind that every human, they have their own trauma. They have their own background. We don't know what the employees go through at home.
Right.
Mungkin ada karyawan yang punya masalah dengan suami, dipukul suami, masalah dengan anak-anak, they come to work and they don't perform. So as a HR, you must understand what they go through at the back of their mind in their home. So sebenarnya kerja sebagai HR ini, it doesn't stop in the office. It is actually taking care of the life of the employees from birth until the grave. I always say that to my team members. As soon as they enter the organization until they die. Because kalau mereka masih karyawan of that perusahaan, kalau mereka meninggal juga, HRD juga harus menguruskan kan? That's why I said it's from the way they enter, from the day they enter the organization until they die. Until mereka meninggal. SDM yang menguruskan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's our principle of being in
Yeah,
HR.
that's the principle. And wherever I go, I always embed that in the heart and mind of my HR team. Yeah. You must always, in a day, touch the life of the karyawan.
Wow.
You must. Ya, gitu.
Amazing.
Gitu sih.
Luar biasa. Okay, Puan. I want to get probably more technical right now.
Yeah, okay. Alright, technical.
Okay. Jadi kan, Puan, you've been in HR for 30 years, right? And I'm 24 years old. So you've been in HR longer than I've been in this role.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
My question is, Puan, how do you see the role of HR evolve in 30 years?
Yeah.
Gitu?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before the past years in 1995, 1995.
Is that when you started?
You graduated in
Yeah.
1995. It was HR is more reactive and more transactional. Process. Process. Paper pushers. They call it paper.
Administrative, right?
Administrative, transactional. And then as I moved throughout the years, it was more strategic.
Yeah.
And then as I moved further, the top management, the CEO, started to involve the chief HR in a discussion in the boardroom.
Yeah.
So HR started to have a say in the boardroom. Yeah. And
Itu
then,
kapan Puan kira-kira itu?
especially
tahun
after
berapa
pandemic. Yeah.
Okay.
Because during the financial crisis, CEOs are usually CFOs from CFO.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So after the pandemic, banyak CHRO sekarang menjadi CEO.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
a trend now.
Oh.
Because after the pandemic, the top management started to see CHRO started to rise above the challenge. During the pandemic, the CEO turned to CHRO. What do we do now? How do we manage the karyawan during pandemic like this? Then CHRO started to take the lead in the organization. CHRO started to curate, started to manage the karyawan in the organization. We should do this, work from home policy,
Okay.
remote working. How do we keep the karyawan motivated via Zoom? Yeah, so
That's a challenge juga tuh.
that's a challenge. I mean, that was the first time for all of us
how
CHRO.
to make karyawan motivated
via Zoom.
di rumah juga
Di rumah. So CHRO actually has elevated our status, I would say, to higher ground by managing the employees during the pandemic.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we have.
Where were you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, at that time I was in Tabung Haji.
Tabung Haji.
Yeah, I was a transition Tenaga Nasional in Tabung Haji at that time. Yeah.
So you started
Transition.
in Tabung Haji itu di tahun?
Yeah, I think 2020, I was in Tenaga Nasional,
Okay.
like our PLN now,
Yeah.
for 4 years. And then I moved to
Malaysia's
Tabung Haji.
PLN, ya?
Yeah, Malaysia's PLN. And then I moved to Tabung Haji. It is a Islamic government-linked investment company. And I was there 2020 until a few years after that. Yeah.
Gimana tuh Puan? Can you tell me more about your experience that, because it's obviously a very big challenge. How big is Tabung Haji? Like how many employees?
Around a few thousand to 3,000. Because I was
3,000.
taking care of the group as well.
Nah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
you manage it on the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Obviously
yeah.
it was a challenge
Yeah.
gitu.
Yeah.
Bisa ceritain lagi nggak Puan? Like
So
how do you manage that?
it-
3,000 employees.
yeah, 3,000 is not big. It's small.
3,000 is small.
Yeah, it's small because when I was in the bank, I managed around 15,000 employees before, and I was in a company where 36,000 employees, 49,000 employees. So
Okay.
3,000 is manageable.
For your standard itu kecil ya?
Ya, itu kecil. Itu kecil. Tapi Allah itu mudahkan ya
Masya
segala
Allah.
pengurusan SDM itu. So the challenge was how do I keep my employees motivated during pandemic and post-pandemic? Because some work get truncated also, yeah. Some work we can't continue because many employees get COVID.
Oh iya.
And some passed away. Some meninggal dunia, and we can't even go. We can't attend their funeral, right? Because it's been managed by the hospitals, right? Yeah. So what I focused on during pandemic was a constant engagement via Zoom, via MS Teams, to keep them engaged, and also some days
Gimana tuh caranya Puan?
we, for example, some days we organize dinner together.
Via Zoom.
So everyone brought their food together and we eat together and talk about, hey, how's life?
Meaning
so,
as an
how's
HR,
the
you should
family?
be creative juga ya?
Oh yeah, as a HR, you need to think out of the box all the time. Yeah, you need to feel what they feel. You need to experience. You need to seperti alami ya,
Yeah,
apa yang
yeah.
karyawan
Yeah.
experience at home. So some days we did the day with your pet. siapa yang ada kucing,
Oh, oke. Hewan peliharaan ya.
yeah, will bring their kucing in the Zoom, and we'll invite a vet to come and talk about how to take care of the animals during pandemic. Yeah, that's two. And third one is we even do award during
During the pandemic.
in the Zoom. So everyone dressed up like going for dinner in the ballroom. Yeah, everyone with the makeup and dress up. So and then we presented award, the best employee of the month, the best productive employee of the month. So nothing stops us, even via Zoom or MS Teams. Nothing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Has to be very agile ya.
It has to be very agile. And HR itu, leaders in HR itu has to be agile, open, free. Yeah, they also have to be fun as well. Yeah, kalau terlalu serius itu terlalu rigid ya, creativity kita tidak akan keluar. Ya, jadi HR itu juga harus fun. Yeah, create the fun at work. Especially now the Gen Z wants remote, free, easy, chill, coffee, bistro, doing their work in a cafe. So as a HR also you need to understand their needs. Yeah, cannot be in the office as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but so after the pandemic, the role of HR, or especially CHRO lah ya, the role of CHRO it's lebih dengar mungkin ya sama CEO ya, in the C-suite gitu ya.
Yeah, they started to listen to CHRO.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what kind of things gitu Puan yang sebenarnya CHRO advise the CEO?
Yeah.
Like what?
For example, companies are always looking for profit, which we understand. Profit, revenue, profit and loss itu memang sangat penting. Yeah, in a company. Without profit, without revenue, without cash, we cannot survive. Yeah, right? The company, how are you going to pay the salary of the people? Yeah. Tetapi it's all about CHRO itu harus juga advise, become the advisory arm to the CEO by making sure that di dalam kita achieve the performance. Yeah, the performance through revenue and profit. We also must make sure that the employees are not burned out. We don't burn the human spirit.
Yeah.
So human spirit now is the responsible of the HR to make sure that you are heard. So profit, loss, revenue, you must achieve. That's fine. Yeah. But the human spirit must not be burned. While we achieve the targets given by the company.
Okay, exactly. That leads us to my next question, Puan.
Okay.
It's obviously a challenge kan. Gimana caranya we make sure that with these people, the resources that obviously human capital kan, human resources.
Yeah.
These people are one of the main resources that we have to manage.
Yeah.
Gitu kan. Meaning these resources, the mission of this resource is to help us grab the business target gitu kan Puan
ya.
Or
to
the mission
the business target,
to achieve the business target, to get to the mission and vision of the business kan. But at the same time you need to make them like happy and burn
that's
out.
the tough part. Yes,
Exactly
that's the tough
kan.
part,
Maksudnya how do you at the same time how do you bikin this resources or these people itu bisa bantu perusahaan untuk bisa achieve target, to achieve the business mission and vision, but at the same time juga empathizing to them bahwa as you mentioned before that mereka ini juga ruh-ruhnya Allah gitu kan.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you balance that? Empathy and getting or achieving the business target.
Yeah. In my experience in leading the human capital, I don't believe in balance.
Okay.
I don't balance. Yeah, I integrate. Yeah, it's all about integration between the company's performance and also the spirit of the people in the organization. Now, the question is how? How do you integrate between the employees achieving what you're supposed to achieve at the same time keeping them intact? Yeah, with their inner drive, I would say. So it is for us in ESQ, and also how I did in my previous organization is that I always have a very deep conversation with my team members and also with employees.
Okay.
So no matter how many thousands my employees is, I always make sure I will tell my assistant, please arrange in a week 3 or 4 session, 30 people in a room to have a conversation with me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I keep them always intact with the top management. Because maybe some of the top management do not have time, but I feel that as a CHRO, it is my responsibility to make sure that karyawan itu sentiasa ada conversation, yeah.
Okay.
Always have a dialogue with me
Okay.
as a HR chief.
Okay.
So I ask, how are you? How's your family? How's work? Any challenges that you're facing at work? Yeah, is there anything that you can help? What kind of help you need from me? Those are the 4 questions I always ask the employees.
Tapi gimana itu membantu tadi Puan? Gimana itu membantu mengintegrasikan antara getting these people to achieve the business target and at the same time their life as well?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
So in terms of their personal life,
Yeah.
I always have a pillar called employee experience, in the organization, pillar employee experience tu adalah untuk memastikan karyawan ini sentiasa well-being, wellness, is taken care, their the knowledge in terms of taking care of themselves, stress management, managing their mental health, that aspect must always be a component in the organization. Counselors, coaching, they can have someone they can talk to whenever they have issues. Sentiasa ada platform di mana karyawan bisa datang ke SDM, the HR department, or even me myself, to talk about their problems. Because remember, the root is humans want to be heard.
Humans want to be heard.
Yes. Yeah. So I hold on that, and I always make sure that, how are you? And they will tell everything that's happening in their life. Oh yeah. So how's work? And sometimes I also have hard conversation. For example, if I have to fire someone,
Kalau you have to fire someone, obviously itu kebutuhan bisnis kan?
Ya, kebutuhan bisnis.
But-
Tetapi most of the time, staff yang harus keluar dari perusahaan tersebut itu tidak ada sakit hati dengan perusahaan or even me. Why? Because kita sudah melatih mereka itu and sudah meletakkan ekspektasi kepada mereka that this is a target you need to achieve, ya. Is there anything I can help you? Okay, I help you. Okay, next. Kita sudah adakan perbualan ini, this conversation before, so you're still not performing. Is there anything I can help?
Oh,
Okay, kita help. Now the third level is that after 2 conversation, she's still not performing. In fact, dia sendiri yang akan withdraw themselves from the organization.
Okay.
There is a way.
Okay.
Ada artnya because
Okay.
managing human capital is art and science. You must remember that. Now,
Can I say
art
that-
itu yang
The art and science,
Yeah, the art and science of managing human capital.
Well, based on that answer, can I say that termination is actually your last option?
Yeah, it's my last option. As a HR, you must always put effort in developing your people. Non-judgmental,
Right.
no judgment. Yeah, because as I've mentioned just now, mereka mempunyai masalah mereka sendiri dan kita juga harus fahami apa masalah di
Dan
sebaliknya.
mereka juga punya their own talents kan?
Yeah, they're all talent. Juga, we have to also understand, that we must also put the right karyawan at the right place, at the right role. Yeah. So if you put the wrong karyawan at the wrong role, of course karyawan tersebut tidak bisa perform. Yeah. And for example, in ESQ we use talent DNA and AITM untuk match between the potential of the employees into the right role. So when you put the karyawan at the right role, they can perform, they can enjoy their work. So that's how it is.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the future of HR plan.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
The future of HR.
Yeah.
So obviously sekarang kita bisa ngelihat bahwa dunia ini kan is getting more digitalized kan.
Yeah.
My question is, as a CHRO, actually as one of the best CHRO in the world, man.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
How do you stay deeply rooted into humanizing people in this world that is getting more digitalized?
Yeah.
Kayak gitu.
Yeah.
And my next question is, will there still be HR in
Yeah.
the future?
Yeah.
Karena kan obviously AI ini banyak substitute lot of position kan. Is HR one of them? Gitu. How do you see it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, the future of HR, yeah?
The future of HR? Karena I'm taking HR as my master's kan. I don't want obviously that what I learned tiba-tiba hilang aja gitu.
Yeah. No, tidak akan hilang gitu.
Okay.
Because it's like this, yeah, Eqi. The world is becoming more AI driven.
Yeah.
Yeah. After AI is AI agentic. After AI agentic, we don't know what.
We don't know
what.
We
Yeah.
don't know what.
Mungkin augmented AI and or whatsoever. I do not know because I'm not in IT line. However, I know that after AI will be agentic AI.
Yeah.
After agentic AI will be augmented AI. Yeah.
Agentic AI sudah mulai sih.
Sudah mulai,
sekarang.
yeah, sudah mulai even now, yeah. So technology is a tool. Technology nggak bisa create identity. Technology is a tool dan teknologi juga nggak bisa menghasilkan meaning, menghasilkan purpose, menghasilkan harapan or hope. Makanya AI combined with human create meaning. So kita menggunakan AI itu as a tool, as a information gathering data, and AI itu hanya bisa melahirkan data, logic, structure, cold information, we call it cold information.
Yeah.
Tetapi untuk menambahkan meaning to that data memerlukan human. Makanya HR ini akan tetap wujud selama-lamanya. Selagi manusia wujud di dalam semesta ini, dunia ini. So to me, HR will still exist. No matter how advanced the technology is. Yeah. Kalau manusia ke bulan juga masih perlu HR, right? Because kita juga harus menguruskan manusia di bulan. Yeah. Jadi now the issue is how do we manage manusia di Mars, di Venus, di bulan, gitu.
Berarti in your opinion bahwa HR or AI, AI, it wouldn't replace HR.
No, it will not. It will not.
Complete HR.
Yeah. In
Right?
fact, AI, we human use a co-pilot. Yeah,
Right.
we partner the AI.
Right,
But AI itself by itself, no way. Because AI do not have hope, do not have harapan, do not have intuisi, do not have feelings, rasa.
Nggak bisa.
Yeah, nggak bisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Because-
cannot help you to find your meaning or purpose.
No, they can't.
It's something that you have to
And-
reflect
Yeah.
yourself kan.
Yeah, and AI juga nggak ada roh. AI itu dibuat dari code kan, codings, right?
Yeah.
Codings, yeah. You cannot equate AI with human. Because kita ini adalah percikan cahaya dari Allah. Roh kan? Jadi tak bisa samakan dengan AI. Jadi kita hanya melengkapkan. Ya, AI itu melengkapkan how we use the data to provide meaning to the humankind. Itu. Yeah. Right. Does it understand? Does it answer a question?
Of course.
Yeah. So Eqi, so you've been in human capital space, with me since early of the year.
Yeah.
And we've been also dealing with a lot of clients. So
Yeah.
how do you feel about, are you enjoying human capital space?
I'm enjoying every second of it actually.
Yeah, why? Why is that?
Because I realized itu Puan ya, bahwa just basically what I told you on the start of this podcast, bahwa it's the most valuable resources that any organization can have.
Yeah.
Gitu loh.
Yeah.
And for us to manage them, to help them grow, to help them develop,
Yeah.
to help them find their meaning,
Yeah.
it will obviously, it's a domino effect to business. Gitu loh. But apart from the business aspects of HR, I also believe, juga percaya bahwa from this conversation ya, it's actually very meaningful, a very meaningful
Role.
role as well
Yeah,
gitu loh.
role. Yeah.
bahwa kita nggak cuma sekedar it's not just IQ yang kita
Yeah.
urus gitu.
Yeah.
Yang kita urus juga the SQ, ruh-ruhnya Allah gitu.
Yeah. Yeah. Betul. Yeah.
That's what makes working in HR is very interesting.
Yeah. Very satisfying. Yeah.
And very satisfying
Yeah.
as well.
Very satisfying.
Yeah. As much as seeing them more happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes them appreciate all the little things that you do for the company.
Yeah. Itu sih, Puan.
Yeah.
Okay. So, one last question to wrap up.
Yeah.
To you, as someone who have been working in HR for 30 years, kira-kira what is one thing that you reckon is the most important part in, let's say, modern day of business lah,
Yeah.
or in HR?
Yeah. Okay.
One thing.
Yeah. One thing. Whether you are the CHRO, or you are the CEO, or you're a HR manager, atau karyawan di SDM, atau kepala perusahaan ya, ada satu yang harus kita semua ingat dan itu bukan di dalam textbook ya, menurut saya, menurut pengalaman saya ya, is actually untuk seseorang pemimpin itu sukses hanya ada satu, berkesedaran.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Because now we are in an era of humanity 5.0.
Yeah.
Humanity 1.0 itu is waktu datuk nenek kita ya, our leluhur, waktu tribe, waktu dunia di zaman batu itu, that is humanity 1.0. Tetapi humanity 5.0 itu adalah humanity di mana AI, augment AI, agentic AI itu akan mewujudkan humanity 5.0 yang berkesedaran. Because semakin teknologi itu advance, semakin kita sebagai manusia ini harus lebih berkesedaran di dalam menguruskan teknologi. Kerana kalau kita tidak sadar sebagai pemimpin untuk menguruskan karyawan, menguruskan teknologi, dunia akan hancur. Dunia akan hancur. Jadi manusia itu, makanya spiritual SQ. Ya, back to SQ. I will always conclude my statement with pulang ke fitrah. Ya. Pemimpin itu adalah pemimpin yang sukses kiranya pemimpin itu sadar yang dia harus kembali ke fitrah untuk memimpin perusahaan dan memimpin karyawan. Ya. Makanya kombinasi IQ, EQ, SQ semuanya harus ada di dalam quality seorang pemimpin. Jadi one takeaway for all of the viewers is actually jadilah pemimpin yang berkesedaran dan jadilah pemimpin yang sentiasa mempunyai kesedaran untuk mengubah jiwa-jiwa or mengubah karyawan-karyawan di dalam organisasi. Dan of course I know merubah itu bukan senang. Hanya Allah aja yang bisa merubah kan, kerana Allah itu yang memegang jiwa-jiwa manusia. Tetapi kita sebagai pemimpin, kita harus berkesedaran untuk berusaha untuk menyedarkan mereka. Tetapi untuk membuka hati mereka hanya Allah aja. That is my last statement for all the viewers.
Puan Rina Sarif, everybody.